Welcome to the world of Galaxy StarCraft, where replays abound. The massive thing. Just the replays just fly up in the air and they fall on the floor, and we pick them up and we juggle them again. And that's the way it works in this house. We stumble and fall and sing and choke. And Homer J, Henning K, Dreamer X, Sniper, you guys are on camera. Staying in the production tab. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this all game just to piss you guys off. Okay, I got my one cough out of the way. My cold will not be resurfacing because I do have a cold, and we do have a Protoss versus Terran on Xel'Naga Caverns. No, this is Lost Temple, and no, really, welcome to this commentary. This is your host, Galaxy, and I just smoked a big doobie. I mean, a Drewbie. I mean, I was watching a Drewbie game before this cast. I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, I'm definitely looking at the mini map. I mean, I'm definitely not smoking pot. I mean, I'm just gonna get back to the game where we have a barracks going down, pretty normal, and of course a gateway. So there's a 12 gateway and 12 barracks. In case you wanted to know, let's look at the APM from these players. We have a whopping 350 for Hasu. We'll just call him Hasu. That sounds like Jesus in, Hasu in Spanish. So this is this is Jesus. Protoss Jesus. Ooh, I like that. And GoOdy. Oh. But I probably already said his name once before. I'm just feeling ridiculously goofy. And here we have a little exchange from Probe and SCV. Who will win that battle? I do not know. And GoOdy is obviously the Probe. Ran away but its shields will recharge, and it is back for more. Very exciting. And 4-3, 4-3, 4-3, 3-4, 2-2. I guess there was lag. And so, what's going to happen on this map? I mean, okay, this is a very long walking distance, as you can see, and a kind of long air distance. So, the players know where each one has spawned. You can sort of comfortably take this third, I think. Now, if let's say the Terran were here and Protoss were up where it normally is, this area here, this gold expansion, would there be a lot more contention to battle for that? But these two gold expansions can easily be taken. I wouldn't say easily, but more easily taken as a third. And so, the question is, will Protoss do early pushes on one base, or will he early expand? And Terran, he's kind of walling in here, obviously does not want Hasu to know what he's going to be doing in the base. And unlike Terran players, Protoss cannot scan, and they cannot send in Banshees. Well, they can send in Phoenixes, but Phoenixes just aren't as common, I'd say. You can obviously get Hallucinate for your sentries. And here we go. The answer to my question came. One gateway into an early expansion for Hasu. So definitely going for that macro play, relying on economy rather than just tech. And when you do build an expansion, I think that the technology does take a little bit longer. And we have an early expansion for GoOdy as well. So the expansion going around the same time, and two more barracks after that expansion. I've seen this before. I think it's pretty common to build one barracks into an expansion into two barracks. Meanwhile, in the base of Hasu, is this a robotics facility? Yes, it is a robotics facility. Also very common. I actually do this build myself. I go one assimilator into expansion. After then you build the expansion after that stalker, and then you get a fast robotics facility. We'll probably see another gateway here coming down very soon from Hasu. Has that second gas in, wants that gas right away so he can build sentries and stalkers to stay alive, and obviously have enough gas for that observer. No early aggression, no, hey, it's interesting what Hasu is deciding to do with this stalker is just hang out at this Xel'Naga tower. He's happy just to macro up, doesn't feel the need to move in with the stalker, and if he did, he would just see a bunker, but that could be useful scouting information. However, the observer is on the way. Will it be chrono boosted? That's a good question, but we will see that this observer will get the scouting information he needs, which is probably why he's not sending a stalker. That's just pure conjecture here, folks. And I do want to take a small break just to say, do subscribe to my channel. Well, yeah, subscribe because I make awesome videos. I'm actually the the best caster on the internet. In my last video, I announced that I was the worst caster. So you decide, you make up your minds. If you think I'm somewhere in between, then it might be worth subscribing. It's probably neither. And the first observer is on the way. And interestingly enough, Hasu is deciding to make a second observer. Very, I just want to say very large gas investment the observers are, because he could be building a sentry instead, or an immortal. He does have three gateways up though, so I think that it would be hard to build. You can see his money is low, so he doesn't really have enough for an immortal. And it looks like he's also building from his gateways, so it's common to have more than one observer, I guess. Usually, do I make one or two? I just don't know. But it's the more observers, the better. Yeah, because if it gets shot down, you have one right there, and Banshee harassment is very common. But we don't see anything except for an engineering bay, and oh, there's the starport. 3 barracks into 1 factory and a starport. Cool. And yep, you can see the observer is scan going down. Trying to pick off this observer, and the observer does go down. So good decision from Hasu to try and build a second observer. Now a third is on the way, and I want to see if I can find these. One zealot is just patrolling up here, making sure that a tank won't drop, or a Thor. I think that's kind of cool how you can. I will actually steal this and use this in my own arsenal. What Hasu did is he put a pylon here, and with that observer he can see the high ground, and then you can warp in units. That's a good way to deal with harassment. This is kind of redundant. If you've seen lots of replays or you've played on this map, Terran they like to put siege tanks and Thors here, which will prevent an early expansion. But honestly, GoOdy he early expanded himself. So as I said, when you early expand, your tech is slower, and therefore it would have, if he stayed on one base, he could have more comfortably gotten siege tanks out faster or a Thor out faster, and then taken advantage of this ledge. So that's why I'm not surprised that we didn't see anything here just now, or there hasn't been anything on this ledge yet. So SCVs and probes all around the map, scouting for rogue expansions. You can see a stalker here scouting. I really like Jesus scouting. I'm just gonna give you an idea. Here's Jesus. I'm here. Here's his vision. I have this base and this base. Like, okay, so he's sending a stalker here, sending a probe here. He's scouted here. 1, 2. He's taken care of, pretty much scouted everywhere except for the islands, and that's good play, so that he knows that his opponent is on 2 bases and not just 3. And the Colossus is now out. I didn't actually realize he was making a robotics bay. Let's put the production tab up. I know that that's what people do, so let's do that. Let's see what everyone else does, and have no idea why. A medevac is chilling out here with some Marines, and a second medevac up here, so I caught that, and looks like we're going to have a double harassment, double medevac. This zealot is being murdered, and here we have marauders in the back, so I'll kind of switch from view to view here. It looks like he's targeting the pylon, and over here stalkers are trying to take care of this, but they definitely will be repelled by the Colossus. Okay, target firing. Oops, sorry. Whoa! Stop doing that. Just target firing the forge, and the forge will go down. But these marauders are going to survive. Okay, one marauder did escape that, and meanwhile these Marines are going to do some more. So I'd say that was pretty ineffective to kill the forge and a whole bunch of cannons, and it looks like this Colossus is a vigilant sentry for the army of Hasu. Meanwhile, Hasu is looking to take a third, and sorry about the frame lag right there. A third at 12 minutes, I'd say that's a bit of an early third, but it is being cancelled, and I just think that this drop play is very annoying. So obnoxious, and you'll see that there are no cannons about, so he has to use his army to blah blah blah. I think that the drop play did place a part of what GoOdy is trying to do, but by no means like the main thing. I don't think his strategy is about drops, because you see, he just used a tactic. He's like, well, I have. Oops, sorry about all the clicking around randomly. He said, well, I have Marines and Marauders, and I have drop ships. My opponent is just macroing on 2 bases. He's probably going to get a third. So let's just... I know he's not going to be at my front anytime soon, so let's send 2 medevacs in and get him from 2 sides. So that was just a little tactic, I think. There are players out there like QXC who just like make a strategy of drops, and they are awesome. You know, we'll see. I don't really see those drop ships. Yeah, this drop ship is just chilling here. So, and the other one seems to have retreated for now. But there are 2 stalkers here, just in case another drop comes in. We have an encounter in the middle. Looks like Marines and stalkers getting taken down. Colossi's presence, definitely making themselves known. I don't see any Vikings. If we look in the production tab, no, I don't see Vikings there. No, but here Vikings. I did not know that they were on the map, but they are, and 1 is in the orange. 3 more on the way. These Colossus are going to be vulnerable. Wast is just Schweinzer. They are saying, I love to eat. I don't know what they're saying. Q. There must be. Dismal must means really terrible lag. And run away with these Colossi, Hasu. Don't lose them to 6 Vikings. Do not. It's not a good trade. So just get your 3rd base up as you're doing. Get cannons. Get more warp gates. Are you getting more warp gates? Do that. Twilight Council, good. Get a Twilight Council. But get more warp gates. Oh, okay, there comes the forge. Another forge, because the other one was destroyed. Okay, look at it. This drop is obviously being annoying, sending these probes out. And the medevac does go down, and those Marines are... they are destroyed by energy weapons. If this were the Wasteland Apocalypse, if you did not have 100 in your energy thing, then you know what would be cool is if you could, like, level up. You know, like in Wasteland, like in New Vegas, you know how you get, like, your skill points into guns or explosives or energy weapons. These Colossi have 100 energy weapons, slicing up those Marines. I love to see that. Obviously, I'm a Protoss player, and I love that Templar Archives are down now, and will be... I think that the Colossi plus Templar, great against Marines, Marauders, but we do have lots of tanks, lots of Vikings. This is definitely an interesting mix. Even queuing up Hellions right now. Interesting decision. Oh, these scouting Marines are going to get taken down. Siege tanks, 1 goes down, 2 goes down. Laid on the Vikings. They were just chilling there for too long. Couldn't save those tanks. And my mouse is stuck. Meanwhile, in the base of Hasu, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gateways on 2 bases. Are there more gateways going down? No, just 5. Do we have another robotics facility? Double upgrades from forges. Here comes more gateways. He definitely needs more. 3 more gateways. I really think that that these Vikings are too vulnerable. If he loses all of his gateway units, like if he loses those stalkers, then basically his army is totally destroyed, because that is a lot of Vikings. Where are the Vikings? Let's look at how many Vikings does this island expansion has probably been up for a while. I have not noticed. I'm trying to look at my mini-map more often. But let's see, 79 SCVs versus 73 probes. How many Vikings do we have? 9 Vikings. That is a lot of Vikings. That number was taken down a little bit. And now we have on the way, we have Storm, Blink, all the tech coming down now for Protoss. So I just because I feel smart for saying so, the tech at 20 minutes, Protoss is getting all of his tech units. Immortals even coming out now. And you know, his upgrades, his double upgrades, and I really like this play, getting 3 bases early on, staying alive, and then getting lots of tech. I really have to say that I think that the advantage is going to go to Hasu, just because I think it's such strong play, although he does have his 4th base down now, which is concurrent with, okay, now a battle going on. I will shut up. Storm being used against the Vikings. No, I was just saying that I think that GoOdy is now ahead by an expansion. He has 4. But the question does... I'm in a heap of trouble. I don't think that... No, Hasu does not know about it yet. He doesn't even know about the 3rd base. So I want to rescind I was saying that I think Hasu has the advantage. I'm going to rescind that comment and just have to wait, because this contain is pretty good. And now I think it's just kind of a battle for resources. Hasu now thinking about taking a 5th base. has zealots over here and here, making sure that the other